why you can't value your home on what Zillow says most of the time. Right, so Zillow, it just uses like an algorithm, right? So I don't know exactly how it works, but as far as I know, and I might be wrong, what it does, it pretty much just analyzes all the buys, all the solds, and it makes an estimate with the data it has, right? So it has data on bedroom sizes, lot sizes, garage, basement, all that stuff, right? And it has data with what the house sold for, like comparables in the area, and that's how it comes up with the estimate. So is that a good estimate? It's a decent baseline, but I don't think it's accurate, right? Because I guess the biggest thing is like, if your house has a super weird layout, but it has the same amount of bedrooms and bathrooms as all the other houses sold, right? No one's gonna pay, let's say, $100K for a house that has a super weird layout in comparison to one that doesn't have a super weird layout, right? So sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's way off, like up or down, right? Because as far as Zillow knows, all the houses that sold in the area could be great, but maybe your house burnt down and there's just a hole in the ground, and your Zestimate's still gonna say whatever it says, right? So I would say the best would be to ask your agent, but even with that, I kind of like hesitate because most agents are clowns and they'll only tell you what you want to hear and pretty much to get the listing. And then after some time, they'll be like, it's not selling, you better drop it, and blame it on stuff like that, right? So, and sometimes it's just hard to value a house because of the area it's in, maybe, right? Maybe it's a super weird, not a weird house, but there's no other houses that are like it in that area, right? So there's different things that go into it, but I think the best thing would be to, what I do personally, I mean, it's not hard to look on, you can still use Zillow, right? And find the houses that are the same as yours in your same neighborhood with the same bedrooms and the same bathrooms, and look at the pictures. A lot of times you can see the pictures from when it sold, excuse me, and you can tell that, you know, hey, my house has a nicer kitchen, or my house doesn't have a nicer kitchen, and, you know, kind of compare it to those houses that you see and kind of get a decent idea of what your house should sell for, right? So like, if you think that your house is worth like 150 and all the other houses around your area sold for like 145 to like 155, that seems pretty fair, right? That are the exact same as yours. So when Mr. Super Agent comes in and says that your house is worth like, I don't know, whatever, you can be like, oh, that doesn't make sense, right? So the best way to value it, obviously, some people don't really know a lot about houses, so it's kind of hard to comp them, but they like to leave it to the professionals. But I wouldn't call Zillow or most agents professionals, right? So I'm rambling now, but that's kind of my point, is don't always trust Zillow on their estimate, because if you can do a little experiment. So you can find your house, you can take ownership of your house on Zillow, so it says that it's yours, and you can list it for sale for like 40 grand, and maybe your estimate's like 150. Keep an eye on that estimate and see what it does when you were listed at 40 grand. Or list your house so your phone doesn't get blown up by everyone and their mom. List it at like a crazy number, right? Everything's selling for 150, so list it at 250 and keep an eye on that estimate. And you'll see that it actually fluctuates a lot depending on all these crazy things that happen. But it's a good metric, but I wouldn't trust it I'd maybe trust it like 50% ish. So hope this video helped, and you have a great day.